This week, I'm staying in a cottage on the grounds of Berrington Hall here in Herefordshire. Now, it's one of 300 National Trust properties that the public can rent out. Of course, not all are as quirky and grand as this one.
Forming one side of the triumphal arch, it was originally home to the Hall's coachman. These days, it sleeps 4 people and has clearly changed a lot, but hasn't lost all of its period features.
What I really like about this property is the arch gives you all the 18th century grandeur you might expect from somewhere like this, but the living area is more of a cottage in style, very nice and cosy. But does it have all the ingredients for that perfect Christmas day? Well, you've got a nice kitchen here, all mod cons, perfect for cooking that dinner. If you come down here, you've got a lovely fireplace with a real fire. Now, that is very important. Always the optimist, you know.
One definite advantage of staying at a National Trust property is that most of them allow you to wander freely around the grounds and treat them as your own.
The effect is you really feel like you're Lord of the Manor. In fact, I've come over all Penelope Keith to the Manor Born. Best I check on Mr. DeVere.
Berrington Hall itself is only open from March to October, but the grounds, restaurant and shop are open on weekends right up to Christmas.
There's nothing better after Christmas dinner than a nice long walk. But here, you may find yourself doing it after breakfast, lunch and tea, because to be honest, there isn't an awful lot else to do. Although very quaint and pretty, Herefordshire isn't a particularly touristy part of the world, which I suppose is the attraction if you just want to get away from it all.
Here in the northwest of the county, one of the features is the Black and White Village Trail, which takes you past some timber frame buildings that are so sweet they belong in a biscuit tin. About 20 minutes further west, just over the border into Wales, is the town of Hay-on-Wye. Surrounded by farming communities, it has an unlikely claim to fame. It's the second-hand book capital of the world and hosts a world-famous literary festival. But books are for bedtime, so I took to the hills.
Herefordshire was hit quite badly by the foot and mouth crisis, and until that point, I don't think the locals realised how popular hill walking was with tourists. But everything's open again now, animals are back up in the hill, and it's beautiful up here. Just look at the view right across the county. Wonderful.
Such beauty should be reflected on in the pub, the Bull's Head in the village of Craswell.
This pub is right in the middle of walking country, which means it's perfect for that cosy, crackling fire scenario. It's also home to the Huffer. Now, to call this a mere sandwich would be culinary blasphemy. Why, this is a gastronomic event. Now, come to me, my beauty.
Actually, it's really just a big doorstep sandwich.
No matter where you are in the world, Christmas just ain't Christmas without our old friend, the tree. So here's Craig's Christmas Tree Guide. 7 million Christmas trees are bought every Christmas in the UK, so make sure you buy from a reputable dealer. Are you a reputable dealer?
Of course I am.
Excellent. The beauty of a place like this is you get to cut it down yourself so you know it's fresh and a new one is planted in its place. But just before you start cutting, give a little shake. Check for those Christmas squirrels. Timber! Let's talk needle retention. There's no need to spray chemicals to foster fine foliage. Just give it plenty to drink and keep it away from the heat, and it should last well into the new year. And remember, a tree doesn't just have to be for Christmas. Have it recycled so it can enjoy a new life elsewhere. Oh dear. Smaller tree, bigger car. I don't know.
Over half the UK's cider is made in the county, and the museum in Hereford shows the history of its production. Now, for me, cider belongs in a pint glass during the summer months, which disgusted local culinary expert Rita Farnborough. But could she prove me wrong with her cider punch?
Oh, that is lovely. Oh, that is nice. Do you know what rounded off just lovely? That cake.
Now, this is a pretend Christmas pudding. It's got a medley of lovely fruits in there.
A medley
exotic
of
fruits soaked in cider brandy.
Oh, that's nice.
Good.
Right,
Are you convinced now?
I'm completely convinced. That's me done.
No,
That's me
choose it.
sold. Cider
Jolly
for
good.
Christmas. Trust me. Nice.
Local choirs will be performing in Hereford Cathedral in the run-up to Christmas, with a special ticket-only carol service by the Cathedral Choir on the 23rd of December.
You've probably gathered by now there isn't a huge amount to do in Herefordshire, but maybe that's the ideal ingredient for your perfect Christmas. And by the way, I won't be spending Christmas on my own. I hope.
If you want to spend Christmas 2002 at the Triumphal Arch Cottage, it'll cost £185 per person for a week if there are 4 of you sharing. If you want to stay in the cottage during the summer, the price drops down to £146 per person, again if there are 4 of you.